Okay, somebody remind me what we did yesterday. Hands, please. Carter.
We did the division.
Division. Okay, can you give me one term that we used yesterday?
The quotient.
Okay, quotient. Okay, and what was the quotient?
The quotient was the answer to a division problem.
Okay. Okay, the answer in division. Okay, raise your hand if you can give me another term from yesterday. Ryan Balke?
Dividend.
Dividend. Good. Okay, I wasn't sure. So what is a dividend?
The number that you're dividing.
Okay. I'm going to say the number being divided. Okay, we have another one. Brian?
The dividing.
Divisor. What's the divisor?
The number dividing.
Okay, the number doing the dividing, right? Okay, I'll say the number that divides the dividend. Okay, so we've got that down. Okay, and you guys remember what we did first yesterday? The first activity? It was all the way back to yesterday, Ryan.
Didn't you write a problem up there and we had to mark where the quotient was and where the divisor was and where the dividend was?
Okay, we labeled a problem with those terms, but the very first thing that we did was that we got into a big group in the back. You guys remember that? We divided into groups and we made a division problem based on how many groups we were in. Okay, so we're going to do that again, but today everybody's going to participate. Okay, so when you get everybody, you stand quietly, please, in the back of the room. Order me, please. Jeff. You guys, this way, please. Come forward just a little bit. Okay, can you guys get yourselves into groups of 5, please?
3.
Okay, spread out if you have 5.
We have 6.
Okay, spread out if you've got 5. Okay, spread out over here, guys, if you've got 5. Dylan, Max, over here. Okay, what's going on over here? You got 5? Okay, spread out over here, please. You got 5? Okay, spread out over there, please.
We only have 4.
Oh, there's only 4 here. Okay, so how much did we have to start with? How many students are there in the class? 19. Okay, and then how many did I say to put in each group?
5.
5. Okay, what should we say is the answer?
3.
Okay, who said 3? Okay, why do you think the answer is 3? Okay, so 3 is the highest number without going over. Does anybody think something different? Riley?
4.
Okay, why 4?
Because it's over and there's just going to be an extra one left. And
Okay,
it's hard.
So you think 4 because we had 3 groups plus an extra group that wasn't quite a full group? Okay, yeah.
You could do 3 with 4 on the first.
3 with a remainder of 4. Have you all heard the word remainder before?
Yep, I did.
Okay, have you done problems in class so far with any remainders?
I did.
You did a little bit of it in 2nd grade? Okay, so some of this is going to be familiar. Bailey, what do you mean by remainder?
Well, the remainder, what is left but you can't make into another group.
Okay, so after you divide, It's what's left, right? Okay, listen up, please. Okay, so we're going to call the remainder, everybody say remainder.
Remainder.
The number left over after division. Okay, Ethan, so you guessed 3 because there were 3 full groups, right? But can we ignore the 4 remainders? Okay, those are real objects, right, that have to be counted in some way. Okay, so when you're doing multiplication, there's too much chatter among the groups. Okay, when you're doing multiplication, you're working with numbers that represent real objects. Okay, so if you get something, then there's some left over. That part that's left over has to be accounted for in some way, right? You can't just pretend it's not there. Okay, so today we're going to figure out how you do division. It's a first introduction to some long division so that you can account for those leftover pieces. Okay, so everybody sit back at your desk, please, as quietly as possible. Okay, so now we're going to divide our group of 15 by 6. So how many are we going to put in a group? 6. Okay, I also want you, at the same time, to write the problem down on your scratch paper. Okay, one number per box. Okay, 15 divided by 6. Okay, so make groups of 6. Yep, we're done with that one, all right? So you're only done 4. Where you're left out. Okay, Brian's got it, Madison's got it. Okay. You make the group of 6, and then another group of 6 from your 15. Out of your 15. What's your 15? Oh, they are. Okay, so either one. Only one. What'd you say, Dylan? Okay. Good, you have 2 groups, but you have 3 left over, right? Okay. So Dylan, did you write down 15 divided by 6? Okay. So and then you said you had 2 groups, right? So we're going to write 2 groups. Because we had 2 whole groups of 6. That's the closest, the most number of groups we can make without going over. Question? Oh, you have the answer? Okay, but what do we do on this part to check, to see? Go ahead. 6 times 2. Okay, then we write 12 underneath, right? Then what? Okay, so we subtract. And what's the answer? Okay, so that's 3. And we can't make a group of 6 out of 3, right? Okay, so then our remainder is 3. Okay, so you should all be writing that on your paper, right? Including the multiplication to check and the subtraction. It's supposed to be one number per box. Okay? Just like you did here. Where you did 5 in a box, 1 in a box, 9 in a box. Keep your paper organized. So you have 6 in a box, 1 in a box, 5. You haven't done, oh, yeah. Okay, so you got, also, you need to keep your paper organized. You got 0 and 3 in one box. Okay. It's going to be really important as we move on. Got it? What about the subtractions? 2 times 6 is 12. Yeah. Use 6 times 2, you're at 1200. And then you got 3. So we had 2 groups of 6, but 3 left over. Yeah, so that's it. Yep, the answer is 2 remainder 3. Okay, everybody say 2 remainder 3.
2 remainder 3.
Okay, that's how you're going to answer any of these division problems that have a remainder left over. You say how many whole groups you had, And then how many you had left over as the remainder? 2 remainder 3. Okay, let's do another one. So 24 divided by 7. Okay, so how many are you going to get out on your desk first? 24, right? 24 is the whole, so you start with the whole. All 24. So count out 24.